external influences affect our behavior. That is what social psychology is all about at some foundational fundamental level. Okay, last study I want to go over where they really wanted to push for the automaticity of these effects. If you notice in the first two studies, they want to argue it's automatic behavior, but technically the stimuli that they were using to prime rudeness or politeness, elderliness or non-elderliness, people were conscious of seeing those stimuli. I mean, I had to unscramble the sentences. I saw and know I saw a sentence that had the word wrinkle in it. I know I saw a sentence that had rudeness-related words to it. It's still automatic behavior because people didn't realize that there was any connection between seeing those words and their subsequent behavior. Okay, but to really make the case for automatic behavior, why don't we, they argued, why don't we show the priming stimuli subliminally? Okay, below the threshold of ability to consciously report on seeing something. Participants in this study were subliminally primed as part of some bogus task to faces of African Americans or white, Caucasian. These are all white participants, by the way. Okay, and the idea here was trying to prime the African American stereotype or not. There is a lot of data out there in the literature at this time and now suggesting that people have stereotypes of African Americans that include the trait hostile. Okay, this is what other data showed. So they wanted to look at hostility-related behavior. So once again, they set up a nifty situation where hostility, which is associated with the African American stereotype, could potentially be relevant, potentially be applicable. So basically, participants are going through this bogus task, and they're getting primed with these faces, black or white faces, below threshold, subliminally, and it is a really annoying task. And it's like forever, tons of trials, really annoying. Suddenly, the computer, okay, there's problems with the computer, and this error message comes on, all rigged, that says, oh, there's been an error, your data was not saved, you need to redo the task. Okay, participants don't like to redo tasks. They want to go to get a Coke and lunch. Okay, they want to leave. So this is a situation where hostility is potentially applicable. Unbeknownst to participants are being videotaped while they're learning this information, and the experimenter is rating how hostile participants are. And the experimenter has no idea whether they saw African American or white faces. Okay, and the punchline here is that those exposed subliminally to African American faces were rated by experimenters as more hostile when they learned how to redo the experiment, and objective coders looking at these videotapes rated those in the African American priming condition to be more hostile in their reactions. Okay, in line with this hypothesis that, again, in this case, hostile behavior can be automatically elicited. You with me? Okay, take home point here. This crazy scene again. Okay, take home point is that crazy slide, which is, okay, we're tying up our schema stuff here. I want you to go away going, man, okay, I got it, ding, ding, ding. Availability, accessibility, and applicability. These are the principles that determine whether my pre-existing stored bundles of knowledge, schemas, representations, categories, whatever you want to call them, determine whether they are going to influence not only my construals and my judgments, but also potentially my social behavior, my behavior. Okay? Okay. Last topic that we're going to talk about before the exam is also a social cognition topic, but we're going to shift gears a little bit because we're going to focus in particular on a certain type of cognizing, and that is attributions, which is a fancy word for coming up with explanations, making sense of, understanding the cause of your own or somebody else's behavior. So here we go. Okay, let's quickly a little bit to ease ourselves into this topic, talk about why attributions are important to study at all, and when is it exactly do we make attributions, and then we'll talk about two classic views of attribution. There you go. And I will waste time here 1 minute. You will need your eye clickers in a minute, so you can get them out soon. Okay. Okay. I just want to quickly convince you, if you're not already going to take my word for it, what functions. Why is we try to come up with explanations for things. Why your boyfriend was a jerk the other night. Why you did well on the test. Why the professor is so strange. Okay. Like why do we go about asking and trying to come up with an answer to the question why? That's what attributions are about. And it is argued, and I hope this makes sense to you, that coming up with explanations for why things occur serves one of those big motivations I talked about at the beginning of the semester. It serves our need for understanding, our need to feel like we can predict and control our outcomes. If I know why that person got in a car accident, that will help me feel like, okay, if I don't do that, if I don't drive quickly on that slippery road, then I won't get in an accident. Oh, if I don't drink 3 beers and only 2, then I won't get caught, or et cetera, et cetera. If I understand why something happened, it informs me or helps me feel like I have some better control over my own outcomes. If I know why my boyfriend was a jerk today, because he got a really bad grade in an exam he really cares about, then I will try to avoid him on days he gets his exam back, okay? I'm going to try to exert some control over my outcomes, okay? Attributions, coming up with explanations for things, give us a sense that we can predict and control our outcomes, our environment. They also help determine how we should be thinking, feeling, and behaving. I mean, think about it. If you are trying to understand why you got a C on this exam, okay, if you make the attribution that the exam was really poorly made, okay, really poorly constructed, you're not going to feel as bad as if you make the attribution, I suck. That's why I failed. Okay, your attribution is I suck at this test topic. I'm so bad at chemistry. Okay, that's the reason why I got a C minus. Then you're going to have a particular constellation of thoughts and so forth. Whereas you would have an entirely different one if you said this test was made so badly. Everybody's talking about it. Clearly the test was bad. I'm not going to feel as badly about myself. Okay, I'm going to engage in different kinds of behaviors. I will, issue a formal complaint. What have you? You get the picture. Okay, they influence your expectations for the future. Okay, attributions. If a friend of yours, an acquaintance of yours, is rude to you or is arrogant to you, if you attribute her behavior to that being the kind of person she is, you know what you can expect the next time you invite her to a gathering. She's going to be that way again. If you attribute her behavior, her rude behavior to she just broke up with her boyfriend, she's having a bad day, then in the future you might expect her to be more pleasant, and you'll probably invite her again, give her another chance. Okay? Attributions can actually influence expectations of yourself. If the bad grade is due to I suck, I'm not going to expect to do really well in the next exam. But if the attribution is due to this particular test was badly constructed, I might hope for a better outcome. And in turn, those different expectations can actually influence my outcomes, because if I think I suck, and that's the reason why I did poorly, how much am I going to study for the next test? Not much, because what's the point? I suck. That's my attribution. Okay? But if I know that it has to do with the teacher who now has feedback that exam was really bad, and that's the reason why I did so poorly, I'm going to study really hard for the next exam and probably do better. Okay? The attributions can have downstream consequences on your expectations of yourself and others, and even the outcomes for yourself. Okay? It matters. Attributions matter. Now, we're not making attributions all the time. Okay? When I'm on the Bay Bridge at 5:45 and there's traffic all the time, I'm sitting in traffic and I'm not going, man, how weird. Why is there traffic? Why? I'm not trying to understand that situation. That there's traffic on the Bay Bridge at 5:45 p.m. Okay? some guy at a bar gets, insulted by some bully and, flips him off. I'm not trying to understand why the guy's flipping him off. I get it. You expect that to happen, okay? What I'm trying to get at is that we're particularly likely to make attributions when an event or behavior is unexpected. If the Bay Bridge was empty at 5:45 p.m. on a Thursday night, I'd be doing the why question. I'd be doing a lot of attribution work. What the heck is going on here? Well, why? This is unexpected, okay? So unexpected events. And it turns out that we typically expect things to be fairly positive in life. So it turns out that negative events are also ones we tend to make attributions for. Positive events, who cares? You go ahead and enjoy the positive events and positive behaviors. Negative events, somebody got in an accident. Somebody broke up with you. These are events that you want to try to understand. And the reason why unexpected and negative events happen, trigger you to ask yourself why, goes back again to your need for prediction and control. Unexpected events undermine your sense that you get what's going on. Well, what's happening here? I don't understand what's going on. I must come up with an attribution to regain control. Oh my God, this negative thing just happened to me. I got diagnosed with this awful disease. That's awful. I need to understand, what did I do? Why did this happen? Okay, because this unexpected, this negative event undermined my feeling that I get what's going on, that things are right with the world, that I can have some sense of control over the world. And we don't like not feeling like we have some sense of control. But making attributions help us regain some sense of control. With me? Okay, so what kinds of attributions do we make? Fritz Heider, one of the luminary figures in our field, gave us this distinction, which is alive and well today, between two basic kinds of attributions, two classes of attributions. Person attributions, also known as internal attributions, and external attributions, also known as situational attributions. What's up?
It seems like attributions tie in, build our schemas better, because it's like attributions cause us to be mindful, and then unexpected things, and then those update our schemas for the future.
Okay, so he's asking about the relationship between attributions and schemas. It can go both ways. Attributions you make, the output of your attributional work could change your schemas, can update them, can add to them, but schemas can also tweak you towards certain kinds of attributions. Okay, jocks are dumb. That is my schema about jocks. It's not, but let's say that were. And I see a jock get an A on the test. Okay, the fact that I have a schema that jocks are dumb is not going to not affect my attribution for that jock's grade. Okay, so it can go both ways. You with me? Okay, person internal attributions, explanations, or attributions that a personality psychologist would make. Why did someone act this way? Because it's something about this person, because that's his personality, because that's all he can do when it comes to chemistry, because he really wants to go pre-med. All things that have to do something about the person. The focus, the locus of understanding this person's behavior or your own behavior refers to something about the person. Alternatively, you can look outside of the person for explanations for a given behavior, your own or someone else's. Why did that person act the way they did? Because they felt pressure from their parents or from their friends, because of good luck, this external good luck kind of thing, because they were paid a lot of money, okay, monetary incentive, okay, external kinds of reasons. You with me? Two basic categories. Okay, I click your time. Okay, which of these best captures an external attribution for Stelly, my daughter, pinching her big brother, Sebastian, my son? This is a everyday sort of occurrence. Okay, Stelly thought Sebastian was teasing her. Sebastian ate Stelly's lollipop. Stelly was cranky because she didn't sleep very well the night before. Sebastian and Stelly's mom discourages them from pinching one another. Which of those, the way they're expressed, best captures an external attribution? Something outside, not having to do with the person engaging in the pinching behavior. This is pretty easy, but I do want to make a point here. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the answer is, wow, what's the answer? Ooh, let's see what happened here. Okay, some ambiguity there. Okay, the correct answer was B. Sebastian ate her lollipop, which would indeed lead to serious pinching behavior. But a lot of you chose C and D as well. Okay, how is C? Someone chose C. How is C possibly an external attribution? I'm curious what you were thinking. Yeah. Oh, okay. First of all, you're making a general point that there are many different ways to construe these answer choices, okay? And you went a little bit beyond the information given, which is your construal right. But I was asking, what is the attribution for Stelly's behavior, not what attribution she was making about the situation. So we're making an attribution for why Stelly did what she did, which is pinch her brother. Okay, somebody else who put C. Tell me why you thought it was C. Come on. Please? Someone? Yeah. Right, like poor sleep. Yeah. Right. Maybe there was, loud noises like for an earthquake. Who knows? Okay. The point, thank you. The point I was hoping would be made here is that construal point again. Okay. There are certain things that are inherently external attributions and certain things that are inherently internal attributions, but there's a whole lot of gray as well. Okay. Even Sebastian ate Stelly's lollipop seems to most of you as obviously external. She did it because somebody else's behavior. They wronged her. Okay. And she would see it as wronged. Okay. This lollipop behavior. But you could see it as you can also interpret it as something like Stelly really likes lollipops. Okay, and lollipops are really important to her. So for Sebastian to eat her lollipop, whoa. And then we're talking more focusing on Stelly and her love of lollipops. So while I did want B as the most obviously correct answer, I also wanted to show you that, like so much in our field, there's gray areas, and that has to do with your construals. Okay, there's not necessarily a right or wrong answer. There will be an obviously right or wrong answer on the exam, but not necessarily in life. Okay? Okay, let's get going. I think we still have 10 minutes. No, 3 minutes. Was there a question? Question? No. Okay, 3 wonderful, glorious minutes. Okay, Alex.
If you do something yourself, like say I drink,
yeah.
I get a fight now, or like we fight when I drink. Is that external, or is alcohol not part of me, or is that a...
Okay, he's asking if I drink and I get into a fight because I get aggressive when I drink or something, what's the attribution there? Is it external or internal? My guess is that Alex himself will say, the beer made me do it, and make it an external attribution. But the rest of us will be like, Alex drinks too much, okay? And make an internal attribution. It's in the eye of the attributor, okay? There's no right answer there. We all think there's a right answer there, okay? You can't blame it on beer because he chose to drink the beer, just saying, but there is room for interpretation here. Okay, the last point I want to get in there before we close up for today is that while there are these two categories of attributions, long ago, and still to this day, there's a lot of data suggesting that we are biased toward one category more than the other. Which one is that? You said external. Okay, no, it's internal. Okay, we in the Western world, we're very inclined to believe that people are responsible for their behaviors. We're very drawn to making internal person attributions. Okay, to put it in the language of this last point I'll make, joint correspondent inference theory, which we'll pick up on Wednesday, we often infer that how people act, aggressively, politely, awkwardly, meanly, what have you, corresponds to something about them. You act hostile, you are a hostile person. You act sweet, you are a sweet person. You act cranky, you are a cranky person. We often make a correspondent inference. Behavior corresponds to something about the person. That is an internal attribution. Correspondent inference, internal attribution, person attribution, all the same things. On Monday, we'll pick up and finish up this discussion of different kinds of attribution, including focusing on biases like this one, being drawn to a particular kind of attribution. Okay,